He knew because I knew. Junpei was receiving information that I sent to him through the morphic field set.
Oh, what?
It's simple, really. How do I know the alternate futures, then? Imagine a river that splits in two, like an upside-down Y.
No.
The river flows
Please,
from the top to the bottom,
please.
from a single stream into two branches.
Not alternate timelines!
It only flows in one direction.
This is not even...
It can never flow backwards. Information is the same way. It moves from the past to the future, but it never flows backwards. That's why people at the river's source in the past will never know about the downstream in the future.
Not
But
the
people
rats.
downstream will never know about one another either. Information only flows along the path of the river. But I am different. I can manipulate the morphic field set to pluck knowledge from the future. I know what happens on either fork of the river, even though the people on either fork know nothing about one another.
Vladimir is 0, I knew it!
Now, who am I? I am I, the 9th letter of the alphabet. But I am also 0. No, that's not true. I'm not really 0. Not yet. Perhaps you could say I am less than 0. 0 is my future. In 9 years,
No,
I will be
please.
0.
Please stop, please! Please make it stop!
Where did she go? June. No, Akane. Where did you go? Oh, well. Why's Clover? Oh, shit.
Freeze.
Oh!
Santa's got the gun. Guess he picked it up when we weren't watching. It looks like he's turned the table on Ace, though. Wonder how he likes having a gun to his head.
Get up.
Sure isn't about to take that gun off him for a minute, is he? Ace isn't putting up any kind of fight. I mean, I don't think I would either, but he just looks drained. I guess he's going for the door, huh? He doesn't need to verify to go through that door because... but...
Hey, what's your plan, Santa? What are you doing?
He can't get through any numbered doors with just 2 people. What the hell is he thinking?
Is he gonna shoot him?
I'm Santa Claus. It's time for me to go make a wish come true.
That's it? That's all he's gonna give us? What the hell does that even mean?
He's gonna spread Christmas joy
Shit,
to all the
alright.
homicidal children. Wait, oh no.
And now the gate's shut. Looks like the rest of us are stuck in here. They're all looking at me. At least Seven's headache is gone. He seems to be alright. Well, I guess there's no harm in trying. Let's see if this door still opens.
Damn. Well, it looks like this door isn't opening anytime soon.
Oh, you mean we're trapped?
Oh, not the incinerator
So
announcement
it would
again.
seem. What the hell is Santa trying to do?
Is he trying to kill them
Oh
all?
my gosh!
Oh my gosh, what?
Have you considered where we are? There can really only be one thing Santa would do now.
Oh,
No.
oh
No,
no.
you can't be serious.
Oh, but he is. Shit, we gotta do something. Maybe we can still get out through the 9 door. Through door 9. Fuck. There's the red. Yeah, alright, we can do this. I just gotta... No, that's not gonna work. There's no way. The 5 of us can't open this door. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 equals 8. Is there any combination that'll work?
Junpei, can I borrow your pen and notebook?
Sure, why not? I don't think I'm gonna need them. Ever again. Well, she certainly looks purposeful. Looks like she's writing equations. A lot of them. Huh? Oh man, she doesn't look very happy. What? Hey, no need to be ripping pages out like that. Jeez.
What the hell are you doing, Clover? Give me that!
Alright, at least 7 got it away from her. Maybe now I can get a look at what she was writing. Let's see.
What?
And there's no other way?
Lotus.
Oh.
Looks like she's figured it out, though. Man, this is just too cruel.
It's okay.
No.
Lotus.
Not boobs.
You
No.
know we can't do that.
Oh, don't give me that. I'm sure you'd love to get rid of me.
God
No,
damn it,
just-
First couple
Juliet!
episodes, yes.
We've grown to love your cleavage.
And also, she's been a pretty useful asset to most of this adventure.
Why can't they just like chop her arm off?
If you're not... Look, it'd be bad, alright?
For a cop, he sure doesn't have much confidence.
Bad?
Yeah. If there weren't assholes like you around, I'd be out of a job.
Uh-huh.
Look, I'm just not leaving you behind, alright? End of story.
7.
He's right.
Look, a hand is more important than a life. Okay,
Me too.
a wrist is less important than life.
You didn't
Just cut it
honestly
off.
think I'd abandon you, did you?
You're all idiots.
Act as tough as you want, Lotus. We can all see you're about to cry.
That being said, however,
However,
I doubt we would be able to open the door anyway, even if we were to leave Lotus behind.
No, wait, doesn't Clover have
I
that
trust you remember
0
what
or
happened to
anything? Oh wait, or did Ace already take it?
I couldn't
No.
see exactly what happened, but I was able to guess what he was attempting to do earlier at the Red.
oh yeah.
No! What is this? Why?
It's because the numbers got switched around, didn't they?
The digital
Ah.
should be 9!
Yep.
It has to be 9! Then why? Why isn't it opening?
Just to see,
You
why
know,
don't we give it a
like-
shot?
Give it a shot.
Yes, that is what I said.
No, you're not allowed, Snake.
oh,
You were right.
It ain't opening.
what if all 5 of them try?
But it did open 9 years
It can't.
ago. The digital route was 9 then, I'm sure of it.
You think maybe they changed the settings?
Perhaps.
Shit. If we can't get through this door, get through the door, we can't get out. The walls are way too high. There's no way in hell we could get to that hole 7 popped out of 9 years ago.
I was about to say.
All we can do is stand here and stare at this door with a 9 on it. I guess this is it. This is the end. But wait! There's more!
Oh no.
What is that? A Kane vision? I was watching. I had watched everything that was reflected in his eyes. I was listening. Every sound that vibrated in his eardrums. I heard, smelled, tasted. Ah, damn it. You're moving too fast. I knew everything about him. What he was thinking, what he was feeling, what he was sensing. Okay, what did I miss? Smell, taste, touch, everything. I felt. I felt.
Wait, is 0 Junpei's transmitter receiver or something?
Are you dumb?
Yes.
Okay.
Very.
All of his feelings and worries and fears became mine. My mind, my consciousness, was inside of him.
Ooh.
Through the morphic field set, we were resonant, and we were as one. I was him, and at the same time, I was an observer. It started with a tremendous noise, like a clap of thunder. That was approximately 9 hours ago. A bomb had gone off on the ship we were on. That was when my resonance with him began. My resonant event melted into him as we became one. Inside of Junpei, somehow I found myself in Junpei's mind, 9 years in the future.
What?
But I didn't lose myself.
What?
I was living in two realities at once.
No. No.
One was the present, and the other was the future.
No, please, please, no.
Perhaps you can think of it as two movies showing on the same screen at the same time.
No.
Eventually, it becomes difficult to separate them and determine which movie is which. However, if I concentrated, I was able to focus on one or the other. That's why I was able to grasp what was happening in front of me.
Come on, over here!
That was my brother, Aoi. He was yelling.
What?
I followed him.
Akane is 0?
Around me
We
were
just
7 other
established that
children.
she wasn't.
No, she is.
Oh my gosh, what?
When did we establish that she wasn't?
I thought we did, just...
They all looked like they were about my age.
Hurry up!
We ran down a long straight hallway and burst into a large hospital room. Everyone was arguing. 2 of the boys got in a fist fight. A girl watching them began to cry. I want to go home, she cried. I want to go home. Another girl slapped the crying girl and glared down at her. It had been 2 hours since the Nanari game began. We were starting to fall apart. But just when all hope seemed lost, Light started talking. He was blind.
What, Yagami?
9 years later, we would call him Snake.
Hello? Everyone? Could you come over here for a moment?
He was older than most of us, and his voice had authority and dignity. The fights died down and we gathered around him.
I have a little sister. She is very important to me. Right now, she is over in Building Q and is desperately trying to send information over to me. Her name is Clover, and today is her 9th birthday.
There it is, 9 again.
As he spoke, he pulled something from his pocket. In his hand were 9 four-leaf clovers.
I was going to give these to her as a birthday present. I was outside picking them when I was abducted. I'm sure I've already told you, but I am blind. For a man who can't see, collecting 9 of a very specific plant is... well, it is difficult. But my sister means a great deal to me, and I hope that these would show her how much I cared for her. Since it's her 9th birthday, I thought 9 four-leaf clovers would be appropriate. Every one of you has a brother or a sister in Building Q with Clover. For their sake, we have to survive. We have to get off this ship. Do you understand? If we're going to do that, there are 3 things you have to remember. We need trust and love, and we have to have faith in one another. If we can take all 3 of those to heart, then I promise that good luck will come our way.
When did this become Care Bears?
Did you know?
I have no idea. I don't know anymore.
Trust, love, and
Time travel. Say it hard.
It's
Those words
actually
are
not
leaf
time
words.
travel, it's just...
This is bull. This is bullcrap.
So if you believe what I've told you, and you understand,
This is bull.
then I want
Why?
you each to have one of these.
I mean, they were
Or a
hinting at
promise
it
between
since,
friends.
like, the first 2 puzzle rooms.
I don't care. Ugh. This doesn't make sense in real
Don't ever
life. I don't
forget.
have a
So long
telepathic
as
connection
you
with my
have
past self or
We will
whatever.
always be connected. Do you understand?
This isn't Kingdom Hearts, you idiots.
When he finished, the
You're
tension...
not handing
Shut
the
up!
wayfinders.
When he finished, the tension of only a few minutes before was gone. We were calm.
Ellipses.
After that, we ran around the ship for a while longer, and opened several of the numbered doors until we finally found a door with the number 9 on it. In fact, there were 2 doors with 9 on them, and we found them in the chapel. We split into 2 groups and walked through the doors. my habit of advancing text when I'm done reading and not before I'm done speaking is frustrating. Before long, we all found ourselves in a room with a ceiling that looked like an upside-down funnel. For some reason, this room had another number 9, but this time there was only one. But if it was only one door, that meant only 5 people could escape.
What are we gonna do? There aren't any other doors!
We began to panic. Then, as if things had not gotten bad enough already,
Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes. Please evacuate.
Hey, the digital route of that is 9.
Repeat.
hey, you learned how to calculate the digital route.
Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
What? What's happening? What did that thing say? That didn't sound good.
My brother Owie swallowed hard and
I
answered.
think it means this room is gonna burn.
Burn!
A plaque on the door says incinerator. And that voice said that the incineration is about to start. And incinerate means to burn.
No! Help me!
Abject terror filled the room as everyone began to scream and cry. Every pair of eyes were filled with despair. Then, high up on the wall, a door opened and a man appeared. He was a huge, frightening mountain of a man, as large as a bear. 9 years later, we would call him 7.
Don't worry, kids. I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you.
The rest had happened just like 7 had said it did. The 4 of us who had stayed behind were saved by 7. We crawled through the vent, away from the incinerator, and slid down into the hall. We came out on the other side of the door 9. On the wall opposite the door was a set of double doors. We went through those and began to run up the spiral stairs. As we ran, I led the way. Behind me were Nana, my brother Owie, Snake, and 7. The other children, the ones who had gone through door 9 before us, were up ahead. I could hear them cheering each other on. We ran and ran and ran. We leapt across as many stairs as we could and kept running. The stairs spiraled upwards like a tornado. Eventually, I pulled ahead of the rest. Perhaps Nana had slowed them down. I didn't want to lose them, so I slowed down as well. I didn't stop, but I glanced over my shoulder from time to time to see if they had caught up. That was when I realized.
Oh no, where is it? Did I drop Jumpy's present?
I knew I'd had it with me when we passed through the vent. Then, I had dropped it as we slid out? I had to go back. I had to. But I knew I couldn't tell the others. They would stop me. I was sure of that. I didn't stop to think. I simply moved. I ran to the central hall, the room that connected to all the other areas of the ship. I hid in the shadows, and moments later I felt a rush of wind as they passed me up the staircase. I waited until they were out of sight, and then I ran. I moved as quietly as I could, down and down and down. Finally, I reached the bottom deck. I ran into the hallway and looked around frantically.
There it is!
I did it again. It was just where I thought it would be, sitting under the opening of the vent. I ran over and snatched it from the floor, but as I ran back towards the stairs, and freedom, the door to the incinerator opened, and a man stepped out. It was Hongo. Kentaro Hongo. 9 years later, we would call him Ace.
Ah, how wonderful to see you decided to come back.
His smile made my blood run cold. It looked mechanical, as if someone had simply pulled up the corners of his mouth.
Come with me. We must continue the experiment.
I shook my head, eyes wide. Slowly, I began to walk backwards. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. Then I spun around and broke into a run. I felt Hongo's hand close over my left wrist.
I said, come with me.
There was an edge of insanity in his voice now. I pulled as hard as I could.
No! Stop! Let go of me! Let go!
I shook my body and flailed my arms, trying desperately to get Hongo to let go of me. But I was still only a child. I was no match for a man like Hongo.
Stop struggling, goddammit! Do as I tell you!
He heaved on my arm, trying to pull me into the incinerator. I screamed.
Help me! Somebody help me!
Then suddenly,
Akane!
the door to the stairs flew open, and my brother Aoi burst out of it. Behind him came Seven and Snake.
Akane!
He cried my name again as he leapt towards Hongo.
You came back!
I cried out. But then,
Ah! You're too late, idiot!
Hongo threw his full weight against my arm, pulling us both into the incinerator.
Ah!
The force of it threw me to the floor. I scrambled to my feet and looked towards the open number 9 door. Hongo stood between it and me, but behind him I could see my brother, his fists clenched. But those fists never reached Hongo. With the cold, heartless screech of metal on metal, the door slammed shut. Hongo glanced at me mechanically, his face registering that there was an object there, but not anything he would consider a human being. He then turned away and walked to the red that sat next to the door. He reached into his pocket and removed 2 bracelets. He waved them both over the scanner panel. 2 asterisks appeared on the red. He checked the screen, then tossed the bracelets carelessly onto the floor. What was he doing? What was the point? He made no effort to explain himself, of course. He said nothing at all and walked past me, as though I were nothing more than a rock by the roadside. A few moments later, the 2 other doors slid shut as well. Faintly, I could hear someone pounding on the door behind me. I turned around and ran towards the door with the 9.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
I could hear a voice from the other side of the door. A worried, frightened voice.
Help me!
My throat was already raw, but I screamed as loud as I could. My voice echoed lonely around the empty room.
What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here!
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door!
What?
Then it started again.
Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Incineration will begin in
Wait,
Alright, we're
wait,
back to
what?
Junpei.
18 minutes.
It's
Evacuate
happening
the
again.
incinerator immediately.
Does this happen to you in real life, Chalice? Holy shit.
No
Man, I
one
knew
did.
what it was gonna say, but that is one hell of a creepy voice.
I knew it!
It's starting. Santa started the incinerator.
Fuck! Man, I never thought I'd hear that damn voice again after 9 years.
What the hell? What the hell? What in God's name are you talking about?
We'll catch you up later.
It's 9 years this and 9 years that, and when it's not 9 years something, then you're talking about some sort of fucking experiments. You aren't making any sense.
Now is not the time.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, they need to slap all of their hands on the number 9.
I'm sorry, Lotus, but we really don't have time to explain it right now. I promise, I'll tell you everything once we get out of here.
But
Incineration will begin in
2 seconds.
17 minutes.
Now it's a deja vu 8.
you know what that means, right? Incinerate means burn.
Oh my god, Clover.
What kind of idiot do you think I am? I know what incinerate is.
Hey, we found our spirit characters. Lotus is Rhymer and I'm Clover.
Damn it!
Man, I wish I had
Okay,
tits like that.
Fine. I won't ask anything else. Talk about whatever you want. But you have to do something for me. 7, figure this out.
What? Why me?
Just shut up and stop this thing.
How the hell?
There has to be some sort of emergency shut-off button.
There isn't anything like that.
Haha, plot twist, there
How the
isn't.
hell do you
You're all
know?
gonna die.
Because I looked for it 9 years ago.
Yeah, Lotus isn't happy about that. Can't really blame her.
Yeah, I don't know. Slap all your
Wait.
hands on the red over there.
Floor, it's moving.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
What?
It's a
What is
Sudoku
this?
machine. What else can I say about it? But
No!
What?
the hell is that?
what the hell
No!
is that?
No!
What is that? What is that?
Oh, here we go again.
What else could I say? The floor opened, and a machine rose up out of it. It looked like a computer. At
What
least
kind of help
it
did
kind
you
of
give
did.
me?
There was a monitor, a keyboard, and a cross-shaped device of some kind. Something about
A
the
fancy
machine
Nintendo
scared me,
DS.
but I forced myself to walk up to it. Hey, okay, I'll go ahead and say this before we do this puzzle. In the DS version of this puzzle was literally upside down. You had to flip your DS over in order to play it.
Wow.
It was actually kind of interesting. I'll explain it more as Chalice is solving the puzzle. I was terrified.
Oh,
Tears poured down my
Oh
face.
my god.
I wiped
So
them
is this
off.
gonna be one of those things where me and Dave are gonna get it immediately and just Chalice is in the dark for like 10 minutes?
Maybe. It depends on how many times you've played
it
Sudoku.
depends
Can I take out my
It's-
I'm gonna take out my stopwatch
Finally,
and see
I
how
reached
long
it.
it takes.
Okay.
It depends on how fresh I get, how like
I
I'm
looked at
going
the
to look up
screen.
Wikipedia.
It was blank. All I saw was my own frightened face staring back at me from the glass, drenched in tears. All I can see on
Oh,
the screen is a reflection of my own face. I'm looking kind
So
of
wait, they're
freaked
solving
out.
at the same time?
I know I'm
Yes.
sweating like crazy, but seeing it kind of drives it home. Actually, they were doing it 9 years apart. Okay, Junpei.
well, like,
just
you know
calm
I mean.
down, all right? Yes, they're synced up.
Like-
Everything's gonna be okay. Yeah, man, I wish that thing would just shut up.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
All right, back to this
It'll take
thing.
you 20 minutes to solve it.
All right.
No.
No. I'll go ahead and relieve some pressure off your chest. There's no actual time limit to this puzzle.
I'm still
thank
gonna time
goodness.
it.
If it's only showing up now, then it's gotta be important. But what the hell am I supposed to do with it?
Hey,
Shove it up your ass.
Gah. Hey, we're all tense, lady. That doesn't mean you get to shove people around.
It's turned on. There's nothing
I'm
on the
making up
screen,
my
though.
digital
This
calculator.
is bad. This is really bad. If there's nothing on here, how are we supposed to do anything with it?
Sure, I'll just push buttons. I'm sure that'll... Oh, it worked. Huh. Well, at least it's
No.
on now.
No,
What's on the
No.
screen, though?
What is this?
What's up?
not Sudoku.
It looks like some sort of puzzle.
It's got a bunch of numbers and letters scattered across the 5x5 grid. The numbers range from 1 to 8.
Do you think that if we solve this puzzle, the incinerator will stop?
Not
Yeah.
Sudoku.
Well, we can help, right?
Alright, how do you work? Oh man, that gosh dang voice again.
Incineration will begin in 13 minutes.
Sudoku.
Shit, 13 minutes. Can we really do this? My heart feels like it's
No.
gonna pop.
It is. My spine is gonna pop.
My heart was pounding like it was about to explode. I stared at the puzzle on the screen. I was sure I had to solve it somehow, but I had no idea how. My connection to Jumpy had been gone for a while. His mind was gone. I couldn't get any more information from him. I felt the seconds tick by as I stared at the screen, completely lost. My cheeks felt hot as tears poured over them. Then I heard a voice.
Hey, what are you doing?
It was muffled. I turned around. Pressed against the window in the entry door was a face, a frightening, evil face. It was Hongo. How long had he been watching me?
Don't know what to do?
He was yelling, but his voice was still muffled.
It's simple, really. But I suppose I might as well tell you. Just solve the puzzle on that machine.
His laughter was muffled by the door, but it still tore at my heart like the claws of a vicious monster. I bit my lip and glared at Hongo, struggling to hold back hot tears.
You're a terrible person! I hate you!
Oh my! How could you call a gentleman such as myself a terrible person? That's not very nice. I'm quite fair. I don't use tricks or play dirty. You see?
Yes, you do.
I've even left you a way out.
A way out?
Didn't you hear me? All you have to do is solve that puzzle. Do that, and you can stop the incinerator.
What's the point of stopping it? You'll only capture me and make me do this all again. I'm not going to listen to you. If you're just going to throw me back in here, I might as well just die now.
My goodness, haven't you listened to anything I've said? I told you, I'm a fair man.
Huh?
If you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will in turn activate. If this experiment is to deliver valid results, there must be a chance of success. If you succeed, you will escape.
The verification function of the red?
Then I remembered. Before Hongo left the room, he had scanned 2 bracelets into the red.
Ah, so you do remember. Right now there are 2 numbers in the red. The first is 1, and the second is 3. Say, Akane, what's your number?
I looked down at my left hand. The face on my bracelet showed a 5.
Wait, what?
1 plus 3 plus 5 equals 9. I ran to the door with the 9 on it. I grabbed the red and put my hand against the scanner panel.
You really aren't one for listening, are you?
I hear Hongo's muffled voice from across the room.
I've already told you, didn't I? Once you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will activate. In other words, if you haven't solved the puzzle, you can't enter your number. What kind of fool are you?
Why are you doing this?
You could never understand. You don't know what it's like to spend every day surrounded by monkeys. Now start the experiment. Solve the puzzle.
I can't! I don't know how!
Of course you don't. Isn't that the point? You understand, don't you? Access the morphogenetic field and find the solution.
I can't!
Then you'll die. You'll burn alive. It's gonna be quite hot in there in a few minutes. I imagine it will be very...
Vladimir, I hate you.
What did I do?
You're making me solve Sudoku.
Dallas.
His horrible laugh echoed across the room, and even after his face disappeared from the window, I could hear it.
Incineration will begin in
30 seconds.
9 minutes.
Alright, Chelsea, you got 10 minutes.
I was crying, great gulping sobs broken by hiccups that shook my body. I was terrified. I could feel my fear pressing down on me like a tremendous weight. Somehow I forced my shaking legs to carry me back to the device. I stared at the monitor.
I can't! I just can't! There's no way! I can't figure this out!
What was I gonna do? I didn't know. I didn't even know where to start. Fear scattered my thoughts, and all I could think of was how I was going to die. My palms were sweating, and my blood was boiling in my
Mom
veins.
spaghetti.
It was hot. So hot. I couldn't breathe. I felt dizzy. My heart roared in my chest, as if it would pound itself to pieces. I reached into my pocket. I wrapped my hands around the thing I'd come back to get. The doll Jumpy had given me. At least I had that. I held it tight with both hands and prayed.
Help me! Jumpy! Help me! Help me! Help me! Jumpy! 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 Please! Help me! Jumpy!
Akane?
Akane?
Who the hell is Akane?
Shut up! Just shut the hell up!
Seven and Lotus don't understand. I think Clover and Snake have an idea, though. Clover's looking at me, and I think Snake may have figured it out. No, it doesn't matter. They're in my way. Where'd she go? Maybe over here.
Akane! Akane! Can you hear me? Akane! Say something!
Fuck. Did something break our connection? I swear I just heard her. Shit.
Akane! Answer me! Akane!
Jumpy?
I spun around. I heard a voice. His voice. I looked around. He wasn't in the room, of course, but I'd heard it so clearly, like he was right there.
Jumpy!
I screamed as loud as I could.
Akane!
Jumpy!
That's her. She's there. Then that means...
Akane! Akane!
Are you in the incinerator right now? That was weird.
Yes, I am! How did you know?
I couldn't believe that he knew that. Now I understand what Senta meant.
Right. There's only one way to help her. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane.
I think I get it now.
Incineration will begin in 7 minutes.
Jumpy, we don't have time!
As quickly as I could, I told him that I had to solve the puzzle in order to stop the incinerator.
Got it!
And I do. I get everything now. At last, I finally understand what all of this means. I know why the non-ring game was held today. I know why we were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. All of this was planned out to lead to this one moment. Oh my god. This is insane. I can't believe it, but there's only one possible answer. June is... 0 is... Akane Kurashiki. She recreated the history of the future that she had a glimpse of 9 years ago. She tried to save herself that way 9 years ago. No, she's trying to save herself right now. That means there's only one thing for me to do. Even if this is all some sort of insane plan, I will save her. I will save Akane Kurashiki. I must save her, no matter what.
Incineration will begin in 6 minutes.
The voice reminded me of how much time I had left.
Jumpy!
Yeah, I know! Just hang on, alright? I promise I'll get you out of there. I'm not gonna let you die. I promise. So don't worry, alright? Just give me a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
My voice shook as I answered. It was hot in the room. It felt like my heart was on fire. 6 minutes or not, my heart burned with my feelings for her. Alright, time to get to work, Junpei. Is Snake talking to them about something? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Get out of my way.
Hey, what are you...
Just trust me, okay?
Sorry, Lotus, I didn't mean to snap, but there's a lot more at stake here than your pride. I'll apologize later, alright? Now, let's have a look at this thing. We've got numbers all over the grid. I think the panels are out of order. I just need to switch these out? Staring at it isn't going to accomplish anything. I'll just have to try it.
Just think of what I did all those times before. I'm gonna do this on my own, with my own mind. I'm gonna solve this problem.
Slacker, start the timer.
Alright.
No.
And...
This is
yep,
actually super simple, so Dave and Slacker, tell me when you guys solve it.
I already
Alright.
solved it.
You already solved it?
Already?
Yeah. Just look at it!
Do they all equal 9?
What?
Oh my god.
Do they equal 9?
Okay. Basically, the way it works... Oh. When I press hint, numbers appear in the empty spots on the grid. They're all single digits. I get the feeling the numbers change when I switch out the yellow squares. But the square at the bottom, why does it stay blank when I press hint? Pressing the button again makes the numbers disappear. Looks like I can turn them on and off. Then is there some special meaning to the two being two modes? What could it mean? Alright, basically the way it works is that I select any yellow square except for the one that's been screwed down, and then I can swap it with any other yellow square. Go! Hold on, you're going too fast for me. Chalice, are you just Googling the answer? Come on, I thought your left brain was the better half.
But do they equal 9?
The fuck are you? What are you talking about?
This is Sudoku!
No!
What the fuck?
The
This
letters!
isn't Sudoku! Dave pretty much solved it during the cutscenes. I promise it's a lot easier than you're making it.
I wasn't paying attention.
What?
Dallas, just
Of
look.
fucking course you weren't!
My brain space is out. I'm tired. I just want to go to work.
What? When do you go to work?
Tomorrow.
You mean
What?
today?
Today. It
Oh, is
says
it-
tomorrow.
Oh, is it already midnight?
It's 1:16.
Oh shit. Okay, let's I'm just gonna do it.
Holy shit, Chalice. Seriously.
I don't care anymore.
Please enter password. Okay.
I don't care anymore.
Can you at least solve this one?
Oh, fuck, that wasn't it.
I don't care. 0.
Huh?
I don't care. 0. Oh,
Fucking shit.
whatever.
2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 equals 8.
Yes, that's it. Akane, did you get it?
Yes, I did!
don't-
I solved it! I mean,
I don't
really, you
care.
solved it for me, but I copied everything you did! Now I just have to press enter!
Then what the hell are you waiting for? Push it!
Okay, I will!
I hit the enter key.
Emergency shutdown command has been confirmed. Incineration system has been disabled.
Wait, what?
What?
I don't care.
Wait, what the fuck? Did they change the puzzle to this game?
Ah! Jumpy!
Wait.
Hold on. What the fuck?
It worked! The incinerator shut down!
Tears rolled down my face as I cried out to him, but they were a very different sort of tears. Okay, so I don't know what the fuck happened. I'm so confused right now. I'm sorry for the interim, but that was supposed to be an actual Sudoku puzzle, which is why I wanted Chalice to do it. But I guess I forgot that they changed it in the PC version. A wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief flooded my body. At the same time, what strength I had left disappeared, and I collapsed to the floor. For a while, I just lay there, laughing and crying and enjoying being alive. Every time I thought about him, I thought my heart would burst.
Whew.
I can't quite believe I did that, but I'm so glad, so glad. I feel like my heart's on fire. No, I don't have time to be thinking about that kind of shit. I need to tell Akane.
Akane, sorry, but things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to hang up now, okay?
You got on the fucking phone?
Oh, of course, that's fine!
I wiped the tears from my eyes and nodded vigorously, even though I knew he couldn't see me. Then I looked over at the corner of the floor. There were 2 bracelets Hongo had left behind.
Now.
Well, Seven and Lotus don't look particularly happy with me. Not a very nice look to give someone who just saved your life, guys.
Junpei, are you...
Okay?
Ah, shut it.
Right. Okay, so maybe they have every reason to be pissed off. So what if I haven't pressed the enter key yet? Nothing's holding me back now.
You dumbass!
Here goes. Wait.
Incineration will begin in 90 seconds.
Whatever, 999, it's always
It
9.
doesn't sound like
Number
it's
9 is
stopping.
everywhere, the 9 bells, 9 crazy,
shit.
9 whatever,
Why isn't it
99999.
Okay, maybe I didn't hit the key hard enough. Just hit it again. And again. And again. Okay, that's not working either. The alarm's still going off. What the hell is going on? Got all the right numbers in the right boxes. It's perfect. So why the fuck isn't this thing stopping?
Incineration will begin in 60 seconds.
Wait, of course. That's what the numbers that showed up after the puzzle meant. Snake, Clover, me, 7, and Lotus. Then, door 9. No, that's it. That number on the door isn't a 9. It's not even a number.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that...
Holy shit, of course. Just when we have to put the right number into the red end. Then we just have to put the right number into the red end.
Incineration will begin in 30 seconds.
Run, guys! Get to the door! Run!
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Don't have much time. Man, I sure hope they can just trust me on this one or we're all fucked. Alright, no time to explain, just go.
Quick, verify your numbers on the red!
Verify?
Who?
What combination?
All of us! We all need to verify!
Why?
You really think this is a good time to ask questions? Just do it!
Incineration will begin in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Central gate has been opened. Incineration system has been disabled.
Oh, thank fucking Christ. No, no time to be happy. Time to go.
Hurry! We've only got 9 seconds before the door closes! Go, go, go!
Come on, guys, move it. Okay, they're all through. Move it, Junpei. Just in time. And there goes the door. No, don't calm down yet. You're not done. We still gotta find the dead.
Shit. Looks like we made it, huh?
Man, that guy sure can laugh when he wants to. Looks like Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. Snake is shaking his head wearily. I just want to take a nap.
Akane? Akane! Can you hear me? Akane!
I want to tell her we made it. I want to tell her how good I feel. But nothing. The door opened. Standing in front of it was my brother.
Akane!
Oi!
I cried his name, even though my voice was almost gone from screaming, and leapt into his arms.
Oh,
Akane!
Wait, what about the dead?
I buried my face in his chest and cried again. I cried and cried and cried. The steady thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was home. Its beat was almost like a lullaby. I wrapped my arm around him as far as they would go, and I held him as
What
tight
about
as
the
I
dim?
could.
Look at your arm, you idiot!
Just to be there felt like a miracle. I hadn't felt the warmth of another human body in what had seemed like an eternity. I just wanted to stay here in his arms forever. But I couldn't. The moment I'd passed through the door, my bracelets had begun the countdown to death. I leapt away from him and looked around. The door had already been closed. I spotted the dead only a short distance away. It took me only a moment to get to, and scanned all the bracelets. I left the ones Hongo had dropped on the scanner panel. That was it. I took a deep breath and looked around again. The huge detective we'd call 7 in 9 years and Snake, the blind boy, were looking at me. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. Their eyes were wide and their mouths hung open.
Alright, let's get out of here. If we don't book it, we might run into Hongo again.
Aoi was right. It was time to get moving. The mention of Hongo seemed to jar 7 and Snake out of their surprise, and they nodded. We took off running, up the spiraling stairs to freedom. Time for more running. But if they can get us out of here, no wonder we're running so hard. My heart's beating so hard I can barely hear. God, I can't wait to breathe real air again. Huh? Is Evan talking?
Hey, Junpei, can I ask you something?
What's up?
That door, the one with the 9 on it. Why'd it open?
Yeah, all 5 of us verified our numbers on the red. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 is 26. That makes our digital route 8. It shouldn't have opened.
That's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already.
Huh? Why?
Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases.
Bases?
Yeah. What are the 2 numbers in base 2?
0 and 1.
How about base 10?
That goes from 0 to 9, right?
And how about base 16?
0 through F. After 9, it starts at A and goes from there. B, C, D, etc.
You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10. B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, and so on.
So, what about it?
You don't get it?
Okay, do we have guesses or not?
I don't care.
Jeez, alright, fine.
What if we keep going with that pattern? What if you go way past base 16 all the way to base 27?
Base 27?
Yeah.
Well, the numerical digits are the same. So, I guess you'd add alphabetical digits. E is 14, F is 15, G is 16,
H is 17, I is 18, J is 19,
K is 20, L is 21, M is 22.
N is 23, O is 24, P is 25.
Yeah, and? What comes after that?
Q!
26!
And what does that mean?
That wasn't a 9 on the door.
It was a Q! A fucking lowercase q!
Yep, that's pretty much it. I guess to put it another way, you could say that it was a 9 in base 10, but a Q in base 27.
Time for more running. God, my thighs are killing me. I swear, any moment now I'm gonna tear a muscle. I feel like every single cell of my body is dying for air. Damn, every breath I take is a chore now. I feel like my lungs are gonna burst, just a short rest. No, can't stop, don't have time. Come on, legs, there can't be many more of these steps left. Let's run, run! Like a bullet down a rifled barrel. Like a tornado cutting through a sea of clouds. I feel like we're running along the back of a giant coiled dragon. Finally! Whew. Jesus, I can barely breathe. No, Junpei. No time to rest. Pull yourself together. You're almost there.
All right, I'm gonna open it.
Yeah.
Yes! We're finally here!
Please do.
Sure. You look like a big, heavy door. But you're the only thing standing between me and my freedom. But even more importantly than that, you're the only thing standing between me and Akane. You're gonna open, and you're gonna open now. I felt a hand on my shoulder. It was always. He gave it a small, reassuring squeeze. I was so happy I felt like I could melt. My heart was at peace. And not only because my brother and I were back together again. Thanks to the huge detective, all 9 of us who had been kidnapped were finally able to escape from the gigantic. On the distant horizon, you could see the faint outline of the ship as it sank. It gave a thunderous roar as it finally slipped beneath the waves. Its last cry echoed out across the ocean, and then it was gone.
It's over.
Aoi whispered.
Yeah!
It was over. It was finally over. Or was it? Was it really? No, that was wrong. That wasn't it at all. I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. This was only a prologue to what would happen in 9 years. Yes, finally, air! Yeah. Damn, that sun is bright. I can barely see anything. Huh? I gotta admit, this doesn't quite look like... Wait.
No way.
You have got to be shitting me.
What?
It can't be.
This is...
Nice.
This is the building in
You're
the
in
Nevada
Beauty
desert.
Q all along.
the mock experiment building.
Oh my god. This whole time we were in Building Q.
Sure enough, that's a desert out there, with mountains all around it. Hello there, son. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. I don't think I've ever been so happy to see a sunrise.
Oh my god, it actually makes sense.
Huh? Did I just hear something fall? Right, our bracelets. Guess I've never really got a good look at the underside of one of these things. Let's see what's inside you. Just a little electronic chip, like in an ATM card. That's it. There's nothing else. Nothing that even looks like a detonator. There was never a detonator to begin with.
What about the explosion?
Akane.
What?
That, the knife man died in?
Jumpy!
Oh, he probably had a real detonator.
Yeah.
Huh. Guess I must be pretty crazy about the girl if I think I'm hearing her voice in the wind. Oh right, we're gonna stick around a little bit because there's an end credits cutscene, but what did everyone
You
think?
would have to stick through.
Holy crap, that was a ride.
Yeah, was it worth it?
Yes, absolutely.
What did everyone else think?
I'm drained.
Fair enough. It is pretty late. What about Dave?
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
That's good. Unfortunately,
I mean,
out of the entire trilogy, this one, in my opinion at least, is the best. And to anyone who's been paying attention real closely...
So what you're saying is that it's all downhill from here?
Yes and no. Yes, it's downhill, but it doesn't go that far downhill.
So it's just like a little speed bump.
Kind of, yeah. Like, anyone who...
So it's like, it's good, but it's not as good as this one.
Yeah. Unfortunately, but it does... okay. Enjoy this feeling of, like, conclusion
Satisfaction.
and everything finally coming to a close, because this is the only time in the series where everything comes to a nice, complete end. I don't know if they're going to make a 4th game, but I genuinely hope they do. In any case, I think the second the morphogenetic field actually finally came into play, Chalice just broke because she's still trying to figure out the first puzzle.
You lied to me, Radomir. You lied to me about your puzzles.
What do you mean it was fucking easy?
No, you said it was Sudoku. That
Can we
is
get a
Sudoku.
compilation of every time Chalice is dumb in this series?
No.
Or is that just gonna be the entire series?
Yeah, just watch the series from front to back.
Oh, come on. This is nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't look okay.
It was just before the end of elementary school. Jumpy and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill, looking down at the town as the sunset slowly set.
How does it look then?
It was half serious and half joking. I thought about it for a minute first.
Well, let's see. It looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, but then they just kept growing and growing and growing.
What does that even mean?
Junpei grinned and...
Ow, 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 ow.
See? I told you you're not okay. You're too reckless. You can't beat 5 8th graders, Jumpy. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I couldn't just stand there. I mean, don't you think so? I had to do something.
Look at the Nevada desert go past. For an SUV, this thing has a pretty smooth ride. Sure was nice of someone to leave it for us outside the building, keys in the ignition and gas in the tank. Almost like it was a present, you know? Anyway, we jumped in, and now
Present
here we
from
are,
Santa?
screaming across the desert. Lotus is over there in the passenger seat. Snake and Seven and I are all squeezing in the back seat here. I still can't believe we let her drive.
Woohoo! This is so fun! This is so awesome! Driving is so great when there's nothing around, and there's no speed limit.
Hey, Clover, watch those bumps, all right? This car jumps even a little, and I think I'm gonna get crushed to death.
Hey, shut it. I can't help if I'm big, alright? Suck it up.
Why don't you drive, Seven?
I'm a cop. I ain't gonna break the law.
He doesn't have an international license.
Oh yeah, that's true. Japanese licenses don't translate over to the US.
Yeah, but you could have sat in the passenger seat.
Oh, hell no. There's no way I'm giving this seat up. And Clover, there's no need to slow down. The car Santa and June are in should be somewhere down this road ahead of us.
Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out. There's no doubt about it.
Then we've got to hurry if we want to catch them, don't we?
Wait a minute, what about Ace?
He's cuffed.
Ah, shit.
He's in prison.
Dang it. She doesn't have to drive so fast. Man, I didn't even think a car like this could go this fast. We're sure throwing up a lot of dust.
Meanwhile,
It was a couple hours after we'd run into the junior high students. They'd been hiding in the bushes on the back of one of the hills, drenching a kitten in gasoline.
what the fuck?
The moment we saw what they were doing, Jumpy ran up to them, furious.
Hey! What the hell are you doing?
Then he jumped on them. He quickly scooped up the kitten and tossed it to me. I caught it and ran for the police station as fast as I could.
Help me! Officer, please! You have to come with me!
The policeman and I headed back to the hill. All we found was Jumpy, sprawled on the ground with a face covered in big swelling lumps.
You couldn't run away after you threw the kitty to me?
I asked him. He stuck his tongue out through the hole in his mouth where a tooth had fallen out.
Yeah, I guess I could've...
Then why didn't you?
I didn't want to. I wanted to beat him up. Beat him up real good.
Because of what they were doing to the kitty.
Yeah, that too, but... I think they were the ones behind those murders our first semester. Remember?
Oh, you mean the bunnies.
Yeah, the bunnies.
He plucked some grass.
No, this reminds me of the time that Chalice murdered her goldfish.
I don't have goldfish, I have beta fish.
No! Oh, right!
Yeah. And to be fair, she didn't murder them. She just
And
put
I
them in a
didn't
battle
kill
royale
them.
situation.
I didn't kill them, they killed each other, they were dead. I saw
wait,
them
were
cannibalize
both of
each
them
other.
dead?
I can't wait for Fortnite's water expansion.
I saw one cannibalize the other, and they were like, one was gone and the other was eating the bits.
We plucked some grass from the
And
ground
then,
and tossed it to the wind.
They asked me what elementary school I was from. So
And then I buried my
they
cat's
said they did the
body.
same thing to you that they did to the rabbits.
Jeez.
What kind of like 8th graders are they?
I couldn't forgive
Or
them
this
for
is
that.
like some
Sociopaths?
elfin lie.
What?
I don't know, they're more sociopathic than me.
Yeah. I'll
Hey,
give her
yeah,
that.
there's
You haven't
some
actually
stuff I
tried
don't
to
get.
hurt
Yeah.
people and actively
Yeah,
murder
you-
animals.
You just tortured their amiibo figures.
you just cockfight with amiibo figures. Of course, they probably don't know any more than I do.
Like Ace. Well, I guess I should say Guitaro Hongo. Why did he create the Nonary Project? Anybody? Any ideas?
Why don't you ask him yourself?
Well, yeah, I guess I could.
He's still in the trunk, I assume?
Oh.
Yeah, he is. Still tied up, I'm assuming, with his mouth taped shut.
Oh.
His eyes look empty, no emotion. He looks like he's just given up. I wonder if he even cares what happens to him anymore.
Hey, were you listening to us?
Yeah, go ahead and try to pretend you weren't, you old bastard. Let's get that tape off your mouth.
Come on, I know you were. Answer me.
You could at least look at me when you talk, man.
I only wanted to see the faces. Human faces. I thought if I could gain the ability to access the morphic field set, then perhaps I could see faces. By peering into people's minds, you could understand how they were processing the expressions of others.
That's it?
Yes, if you want to put it simply. But if you are looking for a more philosophical answer, we can supply that as well. You see, the human collective consciousness...
I think that's enough out of you, pal. Time for the tape to go back on.
Alright, so what's your second question?
You said there were some things you didn't get, didn't you?
Well, somebody's a little nosy.
Well, my next question doesn't really have anything to do with you two. This is for you, Seven. It's about the whole Alice thing. What's the deal with that?
Oh yeah.
Well,
Oh.
see, 9 years ago, after I escaped from the Gigantic, I kept going after Hongo on my own, hoping to catch him when he finally slipped up. And during the course of my investigations, I learned a lot more about the Gigantic. I also found out about Bourdain and Alice.
You're not really answering my question. Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature?
No, it was June's living zombie corpse.
Sounds like Hongo has something to say. Alright, fine. I'll let you talk, but you gotta behave.
What?
Alice doesn't exist. 9 years ago, I found Alice's coffin behind the library on the bottom deck. There was nothing in it but the root of a peculiar plant. My research determined that it was a member of the genus Mandragora, of the family Solanaceae. I was able to extract a particular alkaloid from it.
Marijuana.
Use that extract to create soapary. Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm, and we grew rapidly.
Shit, this is gonna go on forever. Tape's going back on, Hongo. The rest of my questions can wait a bit. For now, I think I'll just enjoy the ride as much as I can.
And back to the past.
Here, this is for you.
To play this shitty games that suck ass.
What's this?
This is, for you, doll. His name is Junpei.
Jumpy pulled something out of his pocket and shoved out his arm towards me. In his hands was a doll made of yarn small enough to fit in his palm.
Jumpy, Are you sure it's, for you, doll?
Huh? Yeah, the lady at the shop said so.
Voodoo doll.
Means it's for you, right?
Are you sure
Voodoo?
it's not a voodoo doll?
Wait, the entire reason why the telepathic connection happened is because of voodoo?
No!
Well, it sure looks
It was
like
all
a voodoo
witchcraft?
doll. I mean, you do know what a voodoo doll is used for.
Oh my gosh, it all makes sense.
I guess calling it Junpei isn't a very good idea then.
Why are you giving me this
Oh my
anyway?
gosh, it's voodoo. It's witchcraft.
Well, you know how after June, we aren't going to get to see each other too much? I mean, we're going to be in different schools, and I just thought I'd,
Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay, well, how about we call it June then?
Okay. So, I want
Okay.
do this.
You sound like some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie.
Yes. I, head of tribe. This doll, traditional charm of So I give this. It me. So we always together.
Oh, Jumpy.
If something bad,
Just kiss
then
already.
hold and pray. I go wherever you are. So here.
9 years later, make out in a bed or something.
I reached my hand out and picked up the doll gently.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy.
Before I knew it, I was crying. Tears streamed down my face and fell onto June's tiny yarn body.
Oh, Jumpy. I'll never forget you. I promise.
Jumpy looked straight into my eyes and said just 5 words.
I'll never forget you either.
The sky was a beautiful crimson red as it melted down towards the horizon. The last golden rays of sunlight stretched out across the city and painted themselves across the hills. We sat, bathed in the warm light of evening, just the two of us leaning gently against one another, shoulder to shoulder. The sun set, and we still didn't leave. We watched in silence as the darkness deepened, and one by one, the lights of the town began to flicker on.
Oh my gosh.
There's still one thing I don't get. To be honest, it's the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned, and also the only one that's really important. It has to do with June and Akane.
Oh, thank you. They're going to explain this.
9 years ago, she died in the incinerator on the Gigantic. But she's still alive now as June. But how?
Corpse.
Was it because I tapped into the morphic field set and saved her 9 years ago?
She's a zombie.
Alright. Let's say that makes some kind of insane sense. If I did that, how do I make sense of what Seven remembers? Snake makes sense. He's blind. He couldn't have seen her body anyways. But Seven, he said that he was sure he saw it. Does that mean there's some kind of historical discrepancy? Or, wait, maybe that's not it at all. There is one other logical explanation. What what you told me the truth, Seven? You look satisfied. No way. He couldn't.
Hey, look! Over there! There's somebody next to the road.
It's June's dead body.
I'll give you a hint. It's a character who will appear in the next game.
Oh, is she naked?
Nope, it's a cloth.
Yeah, she's
They're kinda
mostly
similar.
clothed,
That's
actually.
skin colored.
The burning gaze of the
Actually,
Nevada. What?
He's actually one of the players of the next game.
Yep,
Why is she here?
because she is.
It,
The burning gaze of the
I
Nevada
remember
sun
only playing
counted
like
down on
the
her.
first room of the next game, but I do know that she's like the Lotus of the next game.
Pretty much.
The answer is 9.
What? Okay, we'll get to that when we get to that. Everyone says they want a break, so we'll take a break.
Yeah.
The desert around her rippled with heat. Standing there on a shimmering plain was a woman, her arm out and her thumb up.
Oh,
Not
I
too
did that
long
once
before
to try to
Junpei
get a
realized who
taxi.
she was.
Mommy?
And
What?
And that's it.
Cleopatra?
Oh my god.
It's Alice, isn't it?
Wait, so What about Connie and Aioi?